Alright, hi guys. Welcome and freaking welcome. So I have a message, and why I'm awake at this hour, I don't know, but this is the message. And there's a lot of stuff happening, mind you, phone calls being made and some other stuff. And one of the things that I was doing was putting a message up, and it's for the morning at 7 o'clock. So as I was doing that, I was trying to put in a location, and for some reason it was almost like it wasn't coming up. And as I explained to y'all, reading the universe, one, apparently where I am or where I was is not no one's concern. But as I started to dig a little deeper into the situation, it was no location found, because see, some of these things I just really don't be wanting to say. And it's almost giving a vibe of like when I want to show you something, but I can't show you everything. But even what I'm showing you ain't right. Because what has been happening is there's a spirit that's around. And I told y'all earlier today, I ran into a man that was a pastor. And he told me, because I said, God has been on me all day. God has been on me all day in a way, because like reaching out or to finish something, to do something that I'm supposed to do, right? And I keep saying to God, there's certain people, they don't need my help. They don't want my help. I'm never going to reach out to them people, because I'm just not going to do it. And even if I did, the people would lie and say, I'm okay. The people would be dead, dying, and they would still say they're okay. Even though you can look at them and see they're not okay. But some people's pride will get in the way of their rescue. And as I was explaining to God, I don't know what to do, because why can't we just let the people do what they're doing? And maybe it could just be me in the process, because I feel like if you want to sink and die, why can't you? Let them. Like, I don't feel like some people, if you've already extended your hand to help, and some people can't understand the truth, or some people don't want the truth at all, period. Some people would rather, just be around a band of, people that say, oh, you're amazing. Oh, you're great. You're not that great. You're not that fucking amazing. And so, and it's not being judgmental. It's telling these people the truth. And in the process of me, because what was happening was, like I told y'all from the beginning, the first thing was meeting the lady in the song. And the song that she was playing literally went through my body. And she said that was a person that she loved. right? And I can't remember the song. That's the thing. The other song was, like I said, being consistent. But the song that the lady played wasn't the one that she asked for. It was another song. It was the same people, but it ended up being a different song. But anyway, she said she liked that one too. So that was the one. And the lady's voice, I swear this lady sounded like Beyonce, but it wasn't fucking Beyonce. And I said her voice is so pretty. And again, I don't be knowing who a lot of people are, who a lot of things are, because I don't be giving a fuck, right? They're people like we're people. And so one of the things is, and I probably focus more on, like, I pay attention to the things that I need to pay attention to, because I don't get caught up in, what everybody else listens to, what everybody else pays attention to, whatever. I don't get caught up in that. I, like, if you knew me, you would know that I am very much Beyonce. I don't get caught up in a lot of stuff. Like, I'll play one song over and over and over again on fucking repeat for 9 months, okay? Because again, that's just the type of energy I am. And when God wants me to focus on nothing but God, and that's the phase that I'm in right now, I'll play, like, and I know it sounds crazy, but guess what? That's what I am, because literally it keeps me focused on the things that I'm supposed to focus on. It don't bring in all the riffraff and the junk. And so people that have been around me will tell you that I'm literally that way. It's weird, but it helps me know when God is basically talking. So the guy told me today, because I ended up saying something to the last person. He was the pastor, and I ended up saying something to him, and what he was telling me was, don't let man get caught up in the situation. He said, because if you know that God is telling you something, and it's something that you specifically you have to do, he said, don't allow, he said, because what'll happen is people will come into the area, and he said, normally I say 32 days. He literally said 30 days, and he was close enough to where I was like, a lot of the shit he was saying was exactly what I had said to y'all that morning, and it was confirmation for me to know that I know that God was talking to me in that moment, right? And so he said, people will come in, they will know that you're connected, they will know that basically God is talking to you, and they will try to use you, and this is how they do it. They do it undercover. So I said, the reason why I know God is okay, so let me tell you what he said first. He said, it will be, the person will say they want to help you, and then, they'll start doing stuff. He said, and then it'll be like, all of a sudden you'll start trusting a person, and then all of a sudden it'll be this, and all of a sudden it'll be like the connection is made, and now you're sleeping with a person, or now you're doing something that is out of alignment with where God told you to go, because of the fact that people will try to say they're there to help you, but meanwhile they're there to derail you. And so the message in the morning says, focus on you. In this season, it's nothing but you and God. In this season, it's nothing but you and God. James said it's nothing but, it's called grooming. Okay, well, however you want to call it. Either way, it derails you from where you're supposed to go, because now you're doing something that you shouldn't do, but they're literally stealing from you and sucking the energy and life from you, right? Because then you don't do what you're supposed to do. So I told him, I said, you know what? I know the reason why God wants me to do exactly what I'm going to do is because of the fact that God knows I won't get caught up in that. Because I'm used to doing things by myself. I'm not what most people are, the people that will end up doing that. And he said, he literally told me, he said, I'm talking to you from a hypocrite's standpoint. He said, because I didn't do the very thing that I'm telling you to do. Mind you, he ended up saying that I helped him because I ended up giving him the same message that I gave y'all yesterday morning. And he said, you don't realize how God sent you to speak a word to me, but meanwhile, he was also speaking a word into me. Because what people will do is make you think that they're important to the situation or important to the cause. James, I don't care about anybody's religion, because Christians, are what Christians are. And I think a lot of them are, you know, I'm not going to get into that. I don't care. I don't care about nobody's religion, because it's not even about that. What it's about is when God tells you to do a thing, what that man was trying to confirm for me was, it's just going to be me and God in this season. It's just going to be me and God doing a thing. It's just going to be you and God in whatever it is. And the people that come around, it's going to look like they're helping. But meanwhile, if you get caught up in whatever the people are selling, he said it could be used as evidence for something more sinister. It is my most recent short. Okay, well, I don't know what you mean. So it sounds like to me like you came over here for, I don't know, but I don't get caught up in that again, because y'all see how it goes. Don't get caught up in what the people are talking about. Be focused on God, because these people are going to come along. Everybody wants you to kind of focus on whatever they're focused on, and it's weird. Either way, so no location found. You may be off grid for a minute. But the other part was, hold on, let me see if I can get this tuned in, because literally I got oh shit, it wasn't even plugged in the way it needs to be plugged in. Fuck. But it could also be lack of clarity in a situation, like somebody trying to show you something, or somebody trying to point you in a direction that is not the right direction. She says Jesus is not God, he is the Son of God. Well, I agree. Yes, God, but there is only one God, and the name is Jesus. That's not the name. Like, what are y'all? Y'all are weird. You can't be the son and the dad at the same time. Y'all are fucking weird. And if Jesus is God, why is he asking God on the cross? Like, when y'all put him on the cross, why is he asking him, why have you forsaken me? Like, y'all are weird for that shit. Like, it's like y'all have no discernment. And this is the reason why the message is the message. Because y'all lack discernment in situations. And it's like people will guide you with lack of knowledge. And that's another thing that this man was saying. And I couldn't believe that a pastor was saying what he was saying. But mind you, God will send who you need to talk to at the time. But even he was saying the same exact thing. And I told him, like, lately I've just been in a phase of nothing is true. Don't believe nothing that you see, because nothing is true. People will lie to you. Mind you, you will have all the knowledge under the sun that these people are not right, because God will give you discernment to see. And even this guy was telling me about how the age of truth, we're in the age of truth, and people will lie, and they're going to lie, but they don't realize they're going to be exposed, they're going to be revealed every time. So lack of clarity. It could also just be certain things are not given to certain people because of the fact that God knows you're not going to do anything with it anyway. And that's just period. Matthew, you don't have to be here, because I can get you going really, really quick. So you're not going to browbeat me with your bullshit. At the end of the day, you don't know what you're talking about. Because if you believe that Jesus is God, then you sound stupid. And I'm going to just stand on that to the point where it's just weird that all right, we're going to get you going too. Hide you from this channel. Matter of fact, everybody that's in this chat, if you're not making any sense, I'm just gonna delete you because you're just weird, and I don't got time for that. So let me give what this is. So my phone just came on because I needed it. Because I had sent myself something because it was a reminder of what was going on. Hey, beautiful Aaron, I love you. Matthew, you're out of here, so see you bye. Go play with somebody else. We're just gonna get you off the channel. Aaron, I see you working, period. All right. Because the other ones had to go too, because people be just trying to confuse and whatever else, and I don't got time for that shit, because at the end of the day, I don't even really want to be woke at this moment to even, have this discussion, but apparently it's a discussion that needs to be had. All right. And in this moment, again, it's basically crucial to whatever is happening. And I feel like people just are not listening to whatever the message is that they're being given. And I don't understand that, because for me, it seems so simple and so easy. I know how to stay away from all of y'all. And I also know that during certain times and certain situations, you don't need anybody else to focus on but God. It's like Noah. God told Noah something, and everybody else tried to, tell Noah, oh, it's not right. This is not the way it's supposed to be. This is not what you should do. All of these things. And meanwhile, Noah was correct. That was one of the things. So it says lack of clarity or answers. So somebody's searching for something elusive. And it's like asking God a question, but meanwhile you're not even really ready for the answer, or just trying to question something outside of God, because God already gave you the information that you needed already, and you need to kind of follow through with what was already given. It also says like this, pointing for it's like a need for patience, because as God is giving you the direction, you just got to continue to stay the course. You can't have people in your ear. You can't be listening to just random ass shit, because then it also gets you discouraged, and it kind of gets you off on the wrong pathway. And so it's blocked intuition. So somebody might not be able to see something because of the fact that they weren't listening already from the beginning. So now it's like, God is not, you want answers ahead of time, but God is going to give you the answers when it's meant to be given. So even like when I was talking to the pastor, I was saying, I don't really know how to explain it. But he said, you already explained it. Because I was thinking it wasn't clear, but it's clear to those who actually are in alignment with whatever the message is. And so somebody misalignment and misaligned in their focus, looking for answers in the wrong place or asking the wrong question, and isn't aligned with whatever their true needs are. So wrong location. Where you're searching for something at, that ain't the location. But no, it says no location found. No location found. So whatever it is a person could potentially be looking for, there is no location found. But it's almost like I said to somebody the other day, like a person don't have a voice. Like you can hear them talking, you can hear them singing, but they don't have a voice. It's dead. Like whatever that lady was saying, like however that lady came through earlier, it was like it pierced my soul. So you can hear somebody rapping, you can hear somebody singing, you can hear somebody talking, but they don't have a voice. It's going nowhere. It's almost like the frequency of it is off, because it was meant to hit or it was meant to target a certain thing, but meanwhile, it's fruitless. But it's like also treading water, because like, or running in place. You know how it's movement, but it's nothing. You're going absolutely nowhere. So it's like being on a fucking what's them little bikes that you get on and exercise? Like you're moving, but you're going nowhere because you don't have a voice, and the voice that you're giving is false. So it's weird because it is like a situation or a person just completely disappears because of the fact that there is no location found. But for somebody else, it's like just being off grid, because in this season, in this time, it is God cultivating you. It is, so it's two separate things happening here. I hope I'm making it very, very clear, because what it looks like to a person, because like with Noah, people thought Noah was crazy. Noah was spending all this time working on a boat to add animals to the world for a flood that didn't exist at the time. That God kept telling Noah, keep going, keep going. Noah was not distracted by anybody that came by. When the people said, you can stop doing that because of the fact that nothing is happening, it's dry out here, nothing is going to happen, the world looks clear, everything's good, and yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, Noah kept going. Noah kept building that boat because he knew what he heard. He knew what he knew. He didn't get distracted. And in the end, he was right. So it's all this stuff that goes online. All these people talking. Everybody saying, oh, they're right. They know this. They know that. It don't matter. If you know that you're right in a situation, stay the course. If you know God is talking to you in this situation, don't focus on nobody else. Just keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. And that's the message that I was being given, because of the fact that I can show you better than I can tell you. I know what I'm in alignment for. I know what God is showing me. I know that there's people trying to stop it. I know that there's people trying to intercept it. I know that there's people trying to, portray something that it doesn't matter. None of it is going to matter in the end. Keep working on the boat. Keep focusing on you and God. Keep doing the thing that you're doing. Stand firm in that. You don't need nobody to help you, because I don't need anybody to help me. In the end, you prove them all that it was God from the beginning. It was God in the end. It was God in the middle. It was God working the whole entire time. But the people will try to say that it wasn't. But again, everything that was already written, even in this Bible that they be talking about, or, the people that they be, saying, oh, they're this, that, and the third. They are the chosen people. They are this, they are that. And everybody, for some reason, thinks that they're chosen. Chosen to do what? If it's not going to change the world, if it's basically, okay, I was just chosen to make myself famous, that's stupid. That's superficial. It's not a change being made. But what's happening right now, it needs to be a change, something that is done in a way that changes the world. Because if you just trying to get yourself into a better position of, money status, or, that's not it. It has to be some type of change, some type of impact that makes it, that glorifies God. And all of those things may come with that. But again, what is the mission? So it's not about whatever. And then, like I said, these people can't help this situation. All they can do is derail the situation. That's it. All they can do is derail the plan. So to me, it looks like, I don't know, it's going to come off one way to people, but it's going to be okay. And so that was one of the things that I was being worked with earlier today. It's going to come off looking like this. Don't worry about it. Let them see that. In the end, because to me, it's like misdirection and lies. If you get misdirected because you believed in somebody else's lies, a person can help you in a way that, because, it's all the chosen. And I hate to tell y'all this, but also even the saying is right. Many are called, but the chosen are few. And the man told me, he said, everybody wants the mic. Everybody wants the mic. But a lot of people can't stand the rain, and they can't stand the weather, and they can't stand the things that come along with really being the person. Because it's hard work. People are going to come against you. Some people are going to come and they're going to say, oh, I'm going to be the best thing for you. This is what's going to happen. They're going to keep being in your ear to tell you it's lip service. Somebody's been saying that word lately, and she was right. It's all lip service. They're going to tell you all the things they could do. Meanwhile, by the time you look up and see something, but again, God was showing me, I'm going to send you because I know you're not going to be jaded by the people. I'm going to send you because I know they're never going to get close enough to you to even do that. Because again, I focus on what I'm supposed to focus on. I'll listen to the same thing over and over and over again until I get it. I'll do the same exact thing until I get it. People don't have that type of dedication. And I keep seeing people that want to put themselves in my view or in my, like, they want to distract. And I'm just not going to let that happen. Because at the end of the day, y'all are not even worth it. Like, for some reason, it keeps being a thing. And this is why I realize why people become nuns and why monks do vows of silence and celibacy and things of that nature. I understand now the dedication that it takes to stay the course. And a lot of people aren't strong enough for that. Because a lot of people are looking for connection and, this, that, and the third. But I learned a long time ago, it's not really necessary. You need it. God will send the right people that are, you'll be able to tell what the connection is for. And whether or not it is a spiritual thing, because people can help you spiritually, like, pushing you on, and just like little simple things, simple acts of kindness and things of that nature. It don't have to be a in your face, oh, we're trauma bonding or any of that, because people will trauma bond and then they'll think that, oh, well, it's meant to be this because that's weird. A lot of that shit is weird. And I've been so focused on, y'all, like, I had a phone call before I actually even got online. And now somebody else, like, God showed somebody else something that I kept saying. And now the person is even saying, I don't know how you dealt with that for so long. Because now they're experiencing it. And like I told them, I said, the only reason why you would be experiencing that is because that person needs help. And I'm not reaching out for that person to give them no help. And I may get in trouble with God for that. I may. But The conversation that I've been having with God and the conversation that I just had with the person, like I said, the person will be on their deathbed still saying that they're okay. I'm not going to keep trying to, like, it's certain things that I just, as a me, I just don't want to. And I'm not going to, because it's certain energies that if they think they're okay, let them be okay. I feel like on this walk, and I could be wrong, but on this walk, everybody has to make a decision. And if you make a decision that you don't want nobody's help, let it just be that. Like, why do I have to be, or why am I being put in a position to try to sway somebody? I don't want to be in that position. So again, even me, I have situations where, because I already tried. And I'm not going to keep trying. Because to me, I feel like, let them do that. But God be trying to stop people in their tracks ahead of time. And maybe I'm not the person for that job. You know what I'm saying? So I can actually say, maybe I'm not the person for that job. Honestly, I don't even want to be the person for that job. I don't even want to be tied to some of these people to where it is I'm in their energy, they're in my energy, and we even have to cross paths energetically. I don't want it. But for some reason, it keeps being a thing where that's happening. To me, I feel like that's 3D, and it's very much it's fake, because I feel like the people be doing something. It's like energy work and things of that nature. That's what I feel like it's tied to. And the people around them all stink. So I can smell one person, because I know who the person is, but all of them stink. Even the people that they keep coming around, like, why don't y'all smell that? And it's weird, because now there's a person that smells it. And they've been dealing with it one day, and they said they don't like it for the one day. Mind you, I've been smelling it for months. Everybody around this person stinks. Because I can smell the person, and I can also smell the other people when they come around them. They all smell crazy. Why is that even a thing? To me, that it got to be the weirdest shit ever. But mind you, now it is being confirmed to me that now somebody else smells it. And mind you, they said it smells exactly how I described it from the beginning. Why did they smell like that? And to me, it don't seem like none of it is getting any better. Like, for some reason, it is getting worse. Because all of a sudden yesterday, the smell turned up and ramped up in a way that seemed like there has to be trouble. Either way, not my problem. So again, focusing on what I need to focus on pertaining to the mission. I'm not a weak individual. But for some reason, I swear, it's like people look at me, because this would happen the other day. So I happened to be going into a store, right? I had stopped to a Citgo, a gas station, and I was getting ready to just walk through the door. But when I got to the door, it was a security guard standing at the door, and it was a young black guy. Both of them was black, the security guard and the guy. So they was arguing, and the security guard was kind of like up in the dude's face, and he's like saying, get off the sidewalk. The dude, trying to buck up. He was waiting for whatever was happening. I don't know what happened before I got there. All I know is it looked like it was about to be a problem. So I open the door. I'm getting ready to walk into the Citgo, and all I hear is a man saying, ma'am. So I turn around. I'm like, yes, sir. He like, get in and get out. I said, okay. But mind you, it was strange because it was so many people over there. Why did he stop me to tell me to get in and get out? And it's weird because people keep doing that to me. Like, it's almost like, and I had to look at myself like, okay, what about me is looking like I am innocent or whatever? Because that's what it made me feel like. Out of all the people walking in and out and around, he made sure to get my attention to tell me to get away from there as fast as I could. So it's always a strange thing because that happens a lot to me. I can be outside. I went outside one night. I had to go to another gas station. Mind you, the location and where I was probably wasn't the best one. I live in a very good neighborhood, so my gas stations that I go to around my area are, you know, pretty good, but I'll be in places sometimes. And so I ended up leaving from where I was, and I was going to the gas station, and then I was going to go back to where I was at. And as soon as I pulled up to the gas station, the man said, "You're not from here, are you?" And I'm like, "No." And he said, "You don't belong here. Get your gas and go. And I'm going to watch you until you leave." So it's almost like God keeps putting these guardians in places that maybe certain things could potentially happen. Because, again, another time I was at a truck stop. Because, again, you know, I be doing shit. And so this was at, I don't even know where the hell I was. But, again, no location found. So I go into the store. I was in my big truck. And I went into the store. And for some reason, these men came in the store, but it was almost like the security guard was blocking me from them. But I swear it looked like these men was looking for me. And so it was weird because the way the security guard kept positioning himself in front of me was so they wouldn't see me, but in order for me to just grab my fuel and leave. So each time it's always been a thing where you don't belong here. But mind you, this group of people look like it could have been like a trafficking situation. I don't know, but I done had many times where somebody just told me, one particular time, a person just told me that I watched you from the time you came in and from the time that you left. And then they ran me down. So it's been a couple of different things. And then all night long, I promise you, all night long, it's like people have been trying to hit me. But in a way, like, it's weird because I be driving and it's like they're riding my ass. And a man tonight did it so closely. And then, mind you, he was yelling out the window and some other shit, but it was almost like he didn't see the car that was in front of me. I couldn't go nowhere. There was a car in front of me, but mind you, he was blowing and flashing his lights behind me. Like, he wanted me to speed up, but sir, I can't go nowhere. So out of nowhere, like as this is happening, my neighbor calls me, and I don't know how he knew what the fuck was happening because I wasn't nowhere near this dude. But my neighbor calls me and he says, "Are you okay?" Matter of fact, no, he texts me, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, because I can't, kind of mess with the phone or nothing. But it was weird because he did it at the right time. And then when I ended up pulling over, because just let me get out your motherfucking way. But the other person had turned into a spot. So I turned in, but then the person was yelling. So let me get out your way. So when I stopped, I ended up calling my neighbor and I said, "I'm okay." I said, and it's weird because as you were saying that, this dude was behind me, like riding my ass. And for some reason, that's been happening all night. And then he was like, "It's time for you to come in the house. Like, just bring your ass home." And I laugh and I'm like, you know what? I am going to come home because literally whatever the fuck is happening, mind you, I don't live with him and he ain't. But either way, he was saying it's time for you to get in the house. He said it's not safe out there. So I had to do what I needed to do anyway, so I went to where I needed to go to, and I came to do what I needed to do, and then I had to go where I needed to go. But either way, the point of it is, what the fuck is happening? It's almost like, and y'all, if I told y'all some other shit, y'all would be like really fucking amazed and probably amused. But the alignment of everything right now, like, God did something so crazy with the color and the colors for me to know this is the alignment. You're in alignment. So, like, I couldn't have made this shit up. It was almost like I walked in the building and they said, this is it. This has been custom done for you. And here, because God showed us that this is what it was. Mind you, I can't even make this shit up. And it was somebody else that was there that is a part of this channel, and this person can confirm, because the person ended up saying something and I laughed because I said I was never even going to say nothing. But he said it matches exactly her this. And I laughed because I said, yeah, it does. But that was the thing that was given to me. It was the thing that when I walked in the building and I said, this is what I need, this is what has to be done, this is what it is. And they said here. And it matched to the T. So you don't have to worry about anything. God is going to show it. God is going to do it. And although people will want to interfere, what are you talking about? Like, y'all people are fucking weird. Like, y'all come into a whole black screen and you can hear somebody talking and everything else, and y'all just start doing whatever, and then you name calling and everything else. You're trying to cast and don't realize. Y'all be funny, because I just wonder if y'all realize the thing that you do is going to be on you. It's not on me. So you're a weirdo for that. And that's how I know y'all don't be of God, because y'all come in and y'all start with the judgment and this, that, and the third. And it's weird, because God is not that. God is love. And that was another thing that the pastor told me. God is love. Always do something and always do the thing in love. Be mindful of that, because again, people will judge, people will try to curse, people will try to hinder, people will try to harm, people will try to endanger you. But if you know that God is telling you something, stay that course. Don't allow people to interfere with it. And if you can hold the attention, he said everybody wants the mic. Everybody wants the mic. But Aaron, I'm trying to tell you, like, yo, what the hell is wrong with them? Like, I'm looking at that shit like, that's strange. But okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. But I be wondering how I be everything but a child of God. Like, it don't make no sense. But it's the God that they be talking about. Like, what God do y'all serve? Because it's only one. And I be confused about y'all's, because again, God is love. God is not all that y'all be doing. And that be strange to me, because you trying to put, like, ailments and things of that nature on me and whatnot. And I ain't said a thing but just the shit that was happening to me. So I'll be wondering where all this extra, extra sauce be coming from. Like, where y'all be getting that from? Because I don't like it. Please go with God, the real one, the real and only one, and thank you. Because y'all people, I swear, during judgment day, judgment time, the same way y'all be trying to judge me, that judgment is going to fall back on y'all. And I'm okay with being judged. I'm okay with even, whatever it is that y'all people are saying, because in the end, again, I just told y'all, it's like Noah. Y'all said what y'all said. The flood's still going to come, and it's going to be that. And if you don't want to listen and you don't feel like you need to listen, then guess what? Don't. But don't also say that you were not warned. Do not also say that you were not told. Do not also say, like, just don't. Like, you could be a sheep and you could be blind. You can just follow the ways of what somebody else told you. I'm just not one of them individuals. I'm going to always be mindful to be my own self. And I'm going to be mindful to know that what I know, it don't have to be diagnosed or anything. It's fine. You don't have to even listen. That's the thing that I know for a fact. You don't have to listen to nothing I say. Nobody. And I'm going to still be saying it. And I'm going to still know that I'm going to be judged for it when I get wherever I go. And it's going to be fine. And half of y'all, the ones that be doing half of that shit, you know, we probably won't see each other anyway. Because if you know that you're right and I know that I'm right, I can almost guarantee you we will not end up in the same location. And I'm going to be fine wherever I go because I'm going to know that I did it. I be damned if I allow something to happen to me. And I mean damned in all the ways that damned could be. I'll be damned to hell probably if I let y'all tell me what I should do and I follow that bullshit. I'm going to do what I want to do and know that I'm going to end up very much okay and in a great situation because of the fact that I did what I wanted to do. And y'all should do the same because I'm not trying to convince nobody to do nothing at all, period. All I'm saying is, for me, I know what I was told and I know what I'm going to do. And I know that I'm going to do the same shit I always been doing, ignoring the people. Like, I'll be laughing at certain things because if you like it, I love it. Keep doing that. I feel like that's what y'all all should do. Keep doing exactly what y'all doing. Because if you hear God, who am I to tell you anything? But keep doing that. And be okay with the end results. That's all I'm saying. Stand on that. Because I promise you, I'm going to stand on everything that I'm saying and everything that I'm doing. I'm going to stand on it. Because I know that I'm right. And y'all should know that y'all right. But ain't no way in hell I'm going to be a person that's going to be listening to people and not listening to what God told me to do and thinking that y'all know more than what the hell I know. I'm never going to be that type of individual. So I'm always going to buck the system because it's not going to be no man, woman, or child walking this earth that I'm going to be listening to, that I'm going to be saying, oh, well, it's this, that, and the third, and this is what was written. I don't give a fuck what was written. The thing that I want to know is, can somebody help me figure out how to get our shit back from them people? Can somebody tell me that? If you can tell me that and you can help me do that, that's the only thing I want from anybody to help me to do right now. Mind you, I'm also not even thinking that the person is going to help me. I also think that God is going to actually be the one to do it. Because that's the only thing that I'm concerned about right now. Whether or not it's a person out here that's, you know, your companion or you're this or you're that. If y'all notice, I don't really like that type of stuff because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about them people. I just don't. I don't care about if your soulmate exists. I don't care about if, I don't care. Because guess what? They can exist and I still don't care about them. Because why should I? They probably somewhere not caring about themselves. They probably somewhere caring about all the same superficial shit that everybody else care about. I don't care. I don't need it. What I need is God. And I need to be able to tap into, the higher realms of some things because I need Noah faith. I need Noah strength. I need Noah. I need that. That's what I need. And to be able to stand on some shit when everybody else around you is saying that you're wrong, that's got to be a strong individual. That's got to be a strong mindset. That's what I need. So blinders on right now. Like, I don't give a fuck. I can see you and still don't see you. I be looking at people and people be wondering, like, you know what I'm saying? What's she looking at? I ain't looking at you. I just really was looking past you. But I can see through you. So just because I be looking don't mean that I'm actually really fucking looking, because I really wasn't looking. And if God wants me to see something or whatever, it's not because any of y'all are like, or anything is for my benefit at all, period. It is really just to see how foolish people really the fuck are. Because people are really fucking sleep, even though they're saying they're awake. Because if you really was awake, why the fuck are you doing that? Either way, not my business. So, no location found. Figure out what it means for you. So this was the scenario, and y'all can take it how it resonates for you. First thing being lack of clarity or answers. Take it how it resonates. Second thing, blocked intuition. Take it how it resonates. Third thing, misalignment and focus. Fourth thing, divine timing. And then you have to reflect on what's needed for you. And so I'm still helping the people, even when I say I don't want to help the people, even by waking up and giving this message, when honestly, I don't give a fuck what y'all know. So there's that. So, Aaron, I love you. Everybody else, that is there anybody that I know in this chat? Nope. But nobody but Aaron. The rest of y'all, thank y'all for being here, but at the end of the day, the day gonna end, and everybody should do whatever the fuck they think that God is calling them to do, because listen to the people if you want to, and end up in a bad situation in a bad way, and it would be fucked up for y'all to get to wherever the pearly gates, and God say, why didn't you question, or why didn't you go further, or why didn't you remove yourself away from this situation when I told you? Why wasn't you picking up the cues? Why wasn't you picking up the clues? Why? And then for you to say, okay, well, because it was just here, that's no fucking excuse. That's it. That's all. Love y'all, and see y'all in the morning at 7. Bye, Aaron. Good night.